We have discussed that work done by the force is the dot product of force and displacement, and it can be written as F S cos theta, and theta is the angle between the vector F and S. Here it is to be noted that the formula is applicable when force is a constant force in terms of the magnitude and direction. But if force is variable, in that case we will use the method of differential integral to calculate the work. So work can be calculated as S equal to S1 to S2 F dot ds. For example, if Fx is the force along x-axis and displacement is dx, then elementary work dw will be equal to Fx dx, and total work will be the integral of this elementary work. This will be equal to integral of Fx dx, where x equal to x1 to x2. We can show it graphically. This is Fx, and on x-axis we take x. This is the graph between Fx and x. So between position x equal to x1 to x equal to x2, the area of the graph will give the net work done. To get more clarity, we will do some problems. First question is, a spring of force constant 800 Newton per meter has an extension of 5 centimeter. The work done in extending it from 5 centimeter to 15 centimeter is, the options are 16 joule, 8 joule, 32 joule and 24 joule. For a spring, we know that restoring force is equal to minus kx. That means it is the force which acts when the displacement or extension in the spring is x, and it tried to make the spring in its original state. So to further extend, we require external force, and it will be equal to the negative of the restoring force. That means it will be in opposite direction of the restoring force, and it will be equal to minus of minus kx, that is equal to kx. So the external force depends on the extension of the spring. As spring extends further, we require more external force. So work will be equal to integral F external dx, and extending it from x1 to x2. This will be equal to external force is kx into dx, and we have to extend from initial 5 centimeter to 15 centimeter. So it will be equal to, k is given 800 Newton per meter. Therefore, k is constant, it will taken out of the integral. So we have to write k into integral x dx, and because we have to use SI system, so we convert this centimeter into the meter. It will be 0.05 meter, and it will be 0.15 meter, and integral of x dx will be x square by 2, and with limit 0.05 and 0.15. Now we substitute the value of k and x. This will be equal to, k is 800 Newton per meter into 2 is constant, it is also taken out, and then first we put upper limit, it is 0.15 square minus, and then lower limit 0.05 square. So it will be equal to, here it get cancelled, so it is 400 into 0.15 square, it is 0.0225 minus, and 0.5 square, it means it is 0.0025. So it will be equal to 400 into, on subtracting, will we have 0.02, that will be equal to 8 joule. Hence option B is the correct option. Second question is, when a rubber band is stretched by a distance x, it exerts a restoring force of magnitude F equal to ax plus bx square, where a and b are constants. The work done in stretching the unstretched rubber band by L is. So it is given that restoring force equal to ax plus bx square, and it is in opposite direction to the displacement x. Therefore, for further extension of the rubber band, we require external force. This external force will have the same magnitude, that is ax plus bx square, but its direction is opposite to the restoring force, that is it is in same direction of x. As the force is the function of x, therefore it is a variable force, so we have to use the integral and differential method. Work will be equal to integral F external into elementary displacement dx, and cos of them is 0 degree because for external force and the displacement are in same direction. And initially it is unstretched, so extension is 0 initially, and further finally we require L. So it will be equal to cos 0 is 1. Therefore, substituting the value of external force, it will be x equal to 0 to L ax plus bx square dx. Now integral of the sum is the sum of integral, so we can write it is integral x equal to 0 to L ax dx plus integral x equal to 0 to L bx square dx. A is constant, b is constant, so they can be taken out of the integral, so we remaining with a integral x equal to 0 to L x dx plus b integral x equal to 0 to L x square dx. Integrating, it will be x square by 2, limits are 0 to L, plus b into integral of x square is x cube by 3, and limits are 0 to L. Substituting the limits, we will have a by 2 into upper limit is L square minus 0 plus b by 3, and now put upper limit, this is L cube minus lower limit, that is 0. So finally we have a L square by 2 plus b L cube by 3. Hence option C is the correct option. Third question is, the force act on a 2 kg object so that its position is given as a function of time as x equal to 3t square plus 5. What is the work done by this force in first 5 seconds? The position of the body is given as x equal to 3t square plus 5. So initially the position at time t equal to 0 will be 3 into 0 plus 5, that is equal to 5 meter. And at t equal to 5 seconds, it will be 3 into 5 square plus 5, that is equal to 75 plus 5, that is equal to 80 meter. So displacement will be equal to x at t equal to 5 seconds minus x at t equal to 0, that is equal to 80 minus 5, that is equal to 75 meter. So we say that body is moving along the x-axis. Now we have to find the force on the body. Velocity is defined as the rate of change of position, because position is changing along the x direction, so velocity will be also along x direction. This will be equal to differential of 3t square plus 5, that is equal to differential of 3t square plus differential of 5. 5 is constant, its differential will be 0, so remaining is 3 into differential of t square, and differential of t square is 2t, so we have velocity 60 meter per second. Using this, we can calculate the acceleration, which is the rate of change of velocity. Because velocity is along the x-axis, so acceleration will be also along the x-axis, and this is equal to differential of 60, that is equal to 6 into differential of t. It is equal to 6 into 1, that is equal to 6 meter per second square. Hence force on the body is mass into acceleration. Mass is given 2, acceleration is 6, so it will be 12 Newton along x-axis. Therefore work will be force into displacement F dot D. It is magnitude of force is 16 Newton. Because force is constant, so we are directly multiplying it without differential or integral. So it is force 12 into displacement, we have calculated 75 meter into cos, and because both are in x-axis direction, therefore angle between them is 0 degree, and cos 0 is 1, so remaining is 12 into 75, so it will be equal to 900 joule. So option B is the correct option. Fourth question is, a block of mass m is kept on a platform which starts from rest with constant acceleration g by 2 upward as shown in the figure. Work done by the normal reaction on the block in time t is. For this, we have to first draw the free body diagram of the block. This is the block. Block has the weight mg acting downward and also experiences the normal reaction force due to the block, which is n acting in the upward direction. Net acceleration is upward, which is constant, equal to g by 2. So we can write the equation of motion as n minus mg. This is the net upward force and it results into the acceleration a, so it is equal to ma, and a is given g by 2, so we can write it as m into g by 2. So normal reaction force acting on the block is mg plus mg by 2, that is equal to 3 mg by 2. This is our equation number 1. So block is moving upward, therefore displacement is in upward direction. Therefore first we have to find the net displacement in time t as per question if the body is starting from the rest. So for constant acceleration we can use equation of motion, and using second equation of motion, that is equal to s equal to ut plus half at square. Initial velocity is 0, so u is 0 plus half into upward acceleration is g by 2, and in time t we have to calculate the displacement, so time is taken t. So net displacement in the body will be gt square by 4. This is the equation number 2. So work done by the normal reaction on the body is force, which is normal, into displacement, this is gt square by 4, and angle between them is 0 degree because normal is acting upward and displacement is also in upward direction. So angle is 0, cos 0 is 1. Substituting the value of normal reaction from the equation 1, it is 3 mg by 2 into gt square by 4. So finally we will have 3 mg square t square by 8. So option B is the correct option.